Good morning, team. You can see I got a fun package delivered this morning. I actually have two of these, but I'm only gonna need to open one for the moment. So let's open this up and check this out. Of course, this is from LaunchLogic. If you don't know what LaunchLogic is, they make red light, green light dispatch systems. They're around pretty much every water slide you can find that has red light, green lights is gonna be a LaunchLogic system. This time we get to try one, or need to open the box and see what we have in here. Told it was pretty cool looking. We'll find out. All right. Okay, right off the back, right on top of the foam here, we've got the drawing set for it and everything that's going to come in it. There's the list of all the items that are going to come in this kit, because it's one full kit. So each one of these boxes, I have two of them, each box is going to have a full kit for one slide. So the only thing that whenever you buy this, is you're going to have to buy some wire with it, and I'll show you the wire here in a minute. It's in the truck, but some wire, but it shows you exactly what needs to go where, right? This is pretty cool. Very simple, very easy. So the way this is set up is anybody could take this setup or this system and install it themselves. They don't need to have the company come out here and do it. So that's what we're going to kind of do. We do have a representative from LaunchLogic coming out to hang out with us and show us how to do this. But yeah, we'll see how it works. So that's pretty cool. Here's another installation guide. And of course the user manual for it, how to operate it. Now, what I know about these systems is they're very easy to manage and maintain. Whoa, look at this. All right, so these are the bolt sets for the sensors. Focus. These are the bolt sets for the sensors. I don't know what these are. We'll have to figure that out. I don't know what those are for. Let me see. Let's see if we can find out what the drawing says what they are for. Sensor apertures. Okay, sensor apertures, that's what that's for. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. These are the mounting brackets. These are the mounting brackets. Okay, very cool. These are swivel head mounts for the sensors as well, by Banner. Now these are what make a LaunchLogic slide a LaunchLogic slide. These are the lenses that go into the slide. They'll go on both sides, and you'll have a sensor receiver and a sensor emitter. So let me show you on the drawing here. So you see right here, you have the sensor here and the sensor here. So that's when you have the pass, and it'll break the signal, and that'll trigger the system to either clear it or put it into occupied mode. And comes with a pause button. Isn't that awesome? Cool. So you put this at the bottom, I believe. We'll find out a little bit more when we start getting it together. And yeah, okay. So that's the top part. We got some more stuff coming into it, so let's take a look. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Check that out. Now, it is undeniable how awesome this box is. From having everything laid out in the foam just like this, to come into the control system, the lights. These are the sensor blocks. This is pretty cool. This is the way it's boxed is amazing. You can't deny this is really cool the way it's boxed up. All right, so here is the red light, green light, and again, it's made the way LaunchLogic does it. They make it simple for you to install. So you see every single line is marked in order for us to wire to it. We got some spares in there. Also, so we have just red light, green light in here. You see there's a button right here. So that's the reset button for this system as well. Okay. Wow. Beautiful mounting bracket for it. It's awesome. So you can put it around in a lot of different locations on the slide. All right, so in here, you can see right here, it's red light, green light, upper junction box. So already wired in the junction box is going to be the sensors for the top and the bottom. Okay, and of course you're going to have your control system wires coming from this system here going to this bad boy, right? So same thing, this is going to be the lower. And it's going to have the sensors. And like I told you, one of these is an emitter, one is a receiver. Let me see if I can identify the model here. The number's not readily available. Let me see. Yeah, I can't find the number. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna put it back in the box. Man, look at this, is just set up super nice. Stupid nice. Look at this. All right, let me see if I can get this out without hurting anything. Okay. Now you can see this is the main control box. There's nothing much to it. Very simple, and it already comes with the receptacle cord. Look at that. 120 volts. That's it. You can see it doesn't take much. You run it both on 120 or 240. It's only drawing 120 amps at 120, 240 volts, 6 amps or 0.6 amps. There's not a lot to it. This is pretty cool. The enclosure type 3 are ICP, so it's going to be weather rated. I mean, like, this is set up. Beautiful screen. Let's open it up, see what it looks like on the inside. Alright. This is stupid nice. So stupid nice. Oh my goodness. Alright, so you're going to have your control systems coming in here. They'll wire up to these little blocks right here. Super simple. See, I don't have to worry about power. It's already done. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So this is your DC converter. This is your 110 volt out in breaker. A little switch in here, and that's pulling power. Let me see, where's that pulling power from? That's pulling power from 12 volt DC converter, or yeah, the DC converter is 24 volts, sorry. And then the Venus contactor controller. Man, that's pretty awesome. Very simple. That little controller is simple and easy. So this one is being controlled off of, let's see, power is right there. Maybe? Oh, I don't know. I'd look at the schematic to see what the voltage is. I'm assuming it's got to be 24 volt. It's got to be 24 volt because that's the sensors are rated for 24 volts DC. So that's what's going to be. Well, to put everything back in the box. One thing I wanted to talk about a little bit about the cable installation guide. One thing you're going to need right off the back is you're going to need to buy 18 gauge by 8 wire. Okay, so it'll look like this. What they have recommended to me is, oh darn it, what is it called? The irrigation control wires. So that's what I got. I got it at Home Depot. I got 500 feet for like $200. So you don't need much for that. You just need enough, right? So that's what I have here. In fact, I'm not gonna lie, I only got 7 strand. We'll see if that'll work. Hopefully we'll figure it out. But nonetheless, that's what it tells you to get. You just get that size. You don't need anything bigger than 18 gauge. It's all low voltage, low amperage. You don't need a lot. Most of the connectors and stuff you're gonna need are already part of the kit. You don't have to buy anything much more else. And of course here, this installation guide, it tells you by J-Box what needs to be connected and how it needs to be connected and where. So you're really not going to get confused if you're doing this by yourself. So you'll see right here, main control, what do we got? Upper box, Acculogic beams, which is the banner sensors. And then the launch light, which is your red light, green light. And then of course the reset button, which is already on your light, right? It's already on the light box. And then down here, The lower J box will have the sensors and then just the pause button, which is this guy. So I have to find a home for this pause button down at the bottom. Now one thing, because this will be for our tube slides that we have, tube body slides, when we get back there tomorrow, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But one of the things we're gonna do is I want to label every single little bitty thing so we know exactly where goes to what, right? We just want to be extra sure on what we know, labeling and stuff, right? So what's nice about these big boxes, I can put a big label on it on top. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit more about the troubleshooting. So what's nice about this system is when they send you the kit, it comes with everything you need to know. By the way, this is how it's going to mount on the slide, right? I got some stuff coming in. So it's talking about Sika weather waterproof construction. We're using a gel fiberglass resin that'll work just the same. It'll stick very well to this. But check this out. Look at this diagram. It's telling us for everything that's out there, all the IOs, where it connects into the boxes, and then where it connects into the J box. How awesome is this that you get this? Because this is going to provide you the ability to troubleshoot correctly. Although it seems like a lot of work, this is very simple. It really is simple. And so this is the inside of those little boxes, and it has the connectors out there too for it, like back panel view. It's very simple. You're not going to be able to, you're not going to mess it up. You're not going to mess it up. And even if you do, all you can do is trace it back. So look here, it's telling you about the upper sensors, lower sensors. Here's the red light, green light, where it goes, and then the fault reset for the reset button, right? Like there's it's so wonderful. Yep. This is fantastic. Fantastic. So awesome. So awesome. So it really is fairly simple. You don't need to have the company come out to actually install it. You can just do it yourself. Now the hardest part is going to be, I believe, would be getting the lenses right. So my friends over at Launch Logic are coming out tomorrow, and we're going to install these together so we have a good understanding how they're going to be done. So whenever we do this again ourselves, by ourselves, not a big problem. But also, this is so those that are out there that need to know how to install it, you're going to be able to see a real-time video on how to install it. Really excited to be working with these guys. But for the day, unboxing is done. Thanks, Launch Logic. We'll see you tomorrow.